Я вас приветствую на этом чудесном канале, и я тут покопался в дневнике с заданиями, и оказалось, что это не совсем еле варенье.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm
Сука,
most pleased.
меня пугать падла. Что ж такое-то? Тут все говорят. Цветки говорят, статуи говорят. Нигде нет покоя мне. И, насколько я понимаю, сейчас, вот только сейчас меня научат варить зелье. Что в любом случае, безусловно, хорошо, но хотелось бы как-то пораньше. Будет обидно, если выяснится, что все это то, что сейчас происходит, это до сих пор
Someone from the
обучение.
ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Пошли, мелкий говнюк.
Revelio.
Лезь в дыру. Блюдечный ключ. Ты же знаешь, чем это все кончится.
Got it.
Правильно. Не тяни время. Долбаный ключ. И зачем их столько сделали? Отец?
Revelio.
Отец. Целая 1 гривна. Даже не знаю, что на себе на нее купить. Может, особнячок возле моря? Что, это все, что ли? О. Наверное, учитель не будет против, если я немножко поварю. Мне нужнее.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion
It's
might
healed.
come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is
yeah.
completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
А подсказки?
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
О, интересно, здесь будет система как Kingdom Come или...
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Не так уж и сложно. Кажется, сейчас у кого-то
I see
что-то
most
рванет.
of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
А как мне варить что-нибудь
My
самостоятельно?
parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Revelio.
как?
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ты чё, ведьмак?
Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Почему нет?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
Посмотрим,
I
что
assure
за
you you
фейерверк ты
won't.
сможешь устроить.
Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Херов подрывник.
A well-prepared witch.
Revelio!
Так, вроде все собрал.
Potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
А что я должен был там сделать? Что-то защитное. Вроде как вот это.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Прощай.
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Земля тебя пухом, дебил.
Gravitar! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Вообще похуй на толстую. И еще, пожалуйста, вот это вот мне. Это, профессор, не спрашивай, что это. Это секретная добавочка. Отлично. Вот теперь можно поговорить.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Я и сам это умею.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
А у меня не будет там какого-нибудь
I think
переносного
each of us has had
потолка?
enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ага. То есть в случае чего я могу метнуться сюда и сделать себе зелье. Вроде как хорошо, но с другой стороны, каждый раз бежать сюда. Хрень какая-то.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Так, сколько у меня там предметов? 7. Фигня. Мне еще пока рано идти в город продавать. Это чё ж получается? Мне придется свалить из Хогвартса? Ну ладно. Кстати, только что был на дуэли. Уверен, я вырезал это говно, потому что дуэлью назвать невозможно. Просто избивал манекен. И там мне
What are you
показывали...
up to now?
И там мне показывали просто самые очевидные комбинации заклинаний. То, что огонь не работает на дистанции. Вот
Incendio.
и что, мол, притяните сначала цель, а потом только
Incendio.
стреляйте из огня. Да ладно. Плюс ко всему обучение там для умственно отсталых и заторможенных, несмотря на то, что я как бы играю на максимальной сложности, и поэтому если ты прожимал кнопки слишком быстро, ну то бишь не как аутист, то заклинания банально не успевали откатываться, и ты проигрывал. Да, вы все правильно поняли.
This looks intriguing.
Хорошо играешь, проигрываешь.
Revelio.
Ай, современные игры, что я могу сказать? Пиздец. Мы все проебали. Господи, боже мой, вот это походка. Я бегаю как ёбнутый. Ну и чё я тут забыл?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Что?
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
А как я буду за ними следить? Вот так. Или у тебя амнезия?
What's going on here?
Мне тоже стало интересно.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Погоди, там любопытные звуки. Рыбалка. Успею я к тебе, успею.
They must have come this way. Think!
Драка, неужто, наконец-то?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
А ну-ка.
No, miss. One measly little... Stop that! Stop it, you stupid fool!
Мимо.
Ha! As if you could hallucinate.
Снова мимо. Косипоша.
Not fond of this business.
Все, я же уже уходил. Твою мать, это задание там что, бесконечное, что ли? А, мне не просто сообщили о том, что он кончился. Извините, мальчики. Время игр вышло. Вам пиздец. Славно поболтали.
Oh, what's the light go out of your eyes?
Чего? Да похуй мне. Нихуя себе. Так, надо эту жопу надрать.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Вообще обнаглели.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Это вроде как ценный ингредиент для нужного зелья усиления.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these paths.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Хорошо, что я колдун ебучий. Может, хватит это повторять?
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
И куда? Ладно.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes. Revelio.
Ёб твою мать. Удобно. Пришел такой на пикник, щелкнул пальцами. Город разложился.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Подождешь засранец?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand.
Чё ты выебываешься, лезь в воду?
But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Нырните. Как? Что надо отплыть? Раз говно отказывается стрелять. Палочка же работает не на электричестве, а на магии, дебил. Ты что, замочить ее боишься?
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Я-то думал, будет настоящее подводное приключение. Нет? Он просто плавает над водой и такой бульк. Ладно, похуй. Обидно, конечно, но... Ух, Хотя лутец, конечно, да. Хорошо. Больше нечего здесь красть.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Жалость-то какая. Чё, камень бросил? Да ёб твою мать.
Revelio.
Пиявочки, пиявочки. Это уже какой-то Elden Ring пошел.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Само собой.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Мне бы лодку раздобыть сначала.
Thank you again.
На самом деле.
And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Я чую запах лута. Кстати, там какой-то продавец. Погоди, мужичок.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this.
Да-да-да-да-да.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Может, лучше поторгуем?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Ты продаешь пиявочный сок в месте, где повсюду пиявки, за 150 монет? Ты ёбнутый? Или да? Посмотрите на его
I
лицо.
hope to see you again sometime.
В нем нет здравого смысла. Чел буквально продает, блядь, то, что находится в 5 метрах от него. Причем еще и за 3 дорого. Самый умный, что ли? Говнюк.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can
Я считаю,
What do you have for sale?
нужно его наказать за подобную дерзость.
What can I help you with today?
Я сделаю с ним то же, что он делает с людьми. Продам ему то, что я нашел в
I'll
10
have no
метрах
trouble selling
отсюда.
this. Thank you.
Да. Радуйся,
I hope to see you
засранец.
again sometime.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
С кучей лута. О, шикарный плащ. Ёб твою мать. Какое хорошее заклинание. Могу в глаза долбиться, но все равно ничего не пропущу.
Revelio.
Упс. Не понял. Это как? Снова, что ли? Хитро.
Never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go.
Ты ждешь? Не могу одеть шикарное платье. 13 уровень надо. Мало у меня 13 уровня. Да неужели? А, нет, это тоже дебильные очки. Ну, немножко иной формы. Не, я уж свой один. Я уж привык к ним.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
This place has seen better days.
You're the little sod that saved Fedwell. Shoot death!
Incendio.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Хреновые из вас колдуны.
Revelio.
Раз вас школьник так легко пить.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Incendio. Levioso.
Он не летит.
Incendio.
Ай.
Accio. Incendio.
Два меча.
Accio. Incendio.
И много здесь таких пауков.
Incendio.
We live here.
Пауки. Много.
Revelio.
Подозрительный символ. Ну да ладно. Я так понимаю, там можно достать ценные ресурсы. Кузнечные камни.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Revelio.
Ага. И много вас там.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
We should have killed that.
Accio.
I won't rest.
Dead.
What was that? Aha! There you are.
Levioso.
This will not go well for
Можете
you.
нападать толпой, вам это все равно не поможет.
Many of you are there.
Levioso. Incendio.
What was that?
Levioso. Incendio.
I will make
Откуда? Кто?
I know a murder drug.
Oh, that was meant for me.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Понял?
Incendio.
Always. I won't rest. Yeah, you can't stop us. You do that!
Последними его словами были: ты не можешь нас остановить. Правильно запомнил?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Victory is ours.
Победа за тем челом, который хуярит в меня пули непробиваемыми заклинаниями. Не за тобой, бомжара.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Нихуя себе.
I won't rest until...
Да кто это делает, блядь? Где ты, гандон?
I will
Понял.
make you pay.
Incendio.
Not very good at this, are you?
It was pitiful!
I won't rest.
Accio.
Попробуй покастовать теперь.
I will make you pay.
Это он типа магию использует?
I'll cut you from shoes to shadows.
Accio.
Spells glance off of me.
Incendio.
Тоже своеобразная магия. Или ты не согласен?
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards.
Честно говоря, я хотел подготовиться, типа там зелик выпить. И разъебать их по-жесткому, но... Разработчик сказал, дерись так. Пришлось. Будешь делать.
Revelio.
А, за запертыми воротами. Ну, само собой.
Quite an enchantment. The cards are returning to Arn.
Revelio.
Сука, 500 метров обратно идти. А ну-ка. Чё я не могу поехать? Сволочи. Пф, блядь. Нашел еще более аутистические очки. Это прекрасно. Ну хрен я делать. Побежали назад. Наконец-то я добежал.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Seems pleasant enough.
Отлично. Теперь пора
You
за
can't
реальные дела.
imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Знаю. Только что убедился.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House, like you. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Нифига себе. Это как?
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Я просто так поболтал. Ну да. Нельзя же сразу научить заклинанию. Подумаешь, я всего лишь прихожу в дополнительные занятия, и ты там стоишь, как бы ни в чем не бывало. Я посплю на полу, подожду, ты не переживай. Весь мир подождет, не так ли? Только один я сижу и ни хера не делаю. Да-да-да, очень интересно было. Теперь заклинание.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Мощная тема.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Вот как легко разобраться с этими гребаными арбалетчиками.
Expelliarmus. You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus.
Ох, и мне. Я на основной квест.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
Так говоришь, как будто этих битв было много.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, We were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it.
Мало того, что ты трус, так еще и ты пиздобол. Сука. Прямо-таки даблкил.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Камни.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Я уже забыл об этом квесте. Оно живое. Нахуй съебуем. Ну, естественно, ты сделал по заданию этот квест основного. Я шел немножко не туда. Блять.
One never knows when society will be back over.
You don't ever want to violate that.
Чё тебе надо, старая перечница?
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Вообще, дебил, я всего лишь согласился тебе помочь. И уже гений. Блять, и это основной квест. Ну и странная же хуйня. не то, что это киса. Вот на этом, пожалуй, закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.